Never whine, never complain, never surrender. Here's a psychology fact you're not ready for. Your brain is secretly training you to be weak. Every time life gets painful, every time something becomes uncomfortable, your mind sends a quiet signal: quit. And most people obey without realizing it. They think they're being realistic. They think they're protecting their peace. They think they're being kind to themselves. But psychology reveals something far darker. Every time you escape discomfort, your brain learns that quitting works. And slowly, silently, you train yourself to become fragile. Psychologists call this comfort conditioning. Your brain's main job is survival, not success. It wants safety. It wants predictability. It wants the least amount of effort possible. So whenever you face pressure, effort, rejection, or pain, your brain pushes you toward the fastest escape. Scroll instead of working. Avoid the conversation. Delay the challenge. Lower the goal. And each time you choose comfort, something dangerous happens. Your tolerance for difficulty shrinks. What used to feel manageable now feels overwhelming. What used to challenge you now stops you completely. This is why so many people slowly drift into mediocrity, not because they lack talent, but because they've trained their brain to avoid struggle at all costs. And without realizing it, they start living by 3 silent habits. They whine when things get difficult. They complain when life feels unfair. And they surrender when pain appears. But the people who build powerful lives follow a different rule. A rule that sounds brutal, but changes everything. Never whine, never complain. But here's where it gets even darker. Pain isn't the enemy. Pain is the doorway to psychological power, and almost nobody walks through it. Because the moment life becomes uncomfortable, most people run. They chase comfort, they chase distraction, they chase relief. But every time you run from pain, you also run from growth. Because your brain adapts to whatever you repeat. Repeat comfort, you become weak. Repeat pressure, you become resilient. This is called stress adaptation. Your brain and nervous system are designed to evolve under pressure. The first time you face something difficult, your mind panics, your heart rate rises, your focus drops, your brain searches for an escape. But if you stay in that discomfort instead of running, your brain begins to adjust. It realizes something important. You survived. And the next time you face the same challenge, your reaction becomes weaker, then weaker again, until eventually something that once terrified you becomes normal. This is why elite athletes, soldiers, and high performers appear calm in situations that break other people. They are not fearless, they are conditioned. They've experienced discomfort so many times that their brain no longer treats it as a threat. Pressure becomes familiar. Struggle becomes routine. Pain becomes information. And this is where the real psychological shift happens. Most people experience pain and ask, "Why is this happening to me?" But the strongest minds ask a different question. What is this training me for? That single shift changes everything, because the moment you stop resisting discomfort, you start using it. Hard work becomes training, rejection becomes feedback, failure becomes data. Every obstacle becomes a tool for growth. Meanwhile, people who avoid discomfort slowly lose control of their own potential. Their confidence drops, their discipline weakens, their tolerance for stress disappears, and eventually life starts feeling overwhelming. Not because life became harder, but because they became softer. If this makes you uncomfortable, good. Because here's the truth most people never face. Your limits are rarely created by reality. They are created by how quickly you give up. The moment something hurts, most people step back. They wait for motivation. They wait for the perfect moment. They wait until they feel ready. But readiness rarely comes, and years pass while they wait. Meanwhile, the few who succeed follow a brutal mental rule. When things become painful, they lean in. They work when motivation disappears. They push when their mind tells them to stop. They face the challenge instead of escaping it. Not because they enjoy suffering, but because they understand what suffering creates. Strength. If you want to reprogram your mind, start with one habit. Stop escaping discomfort. Instead, move toward it deliberately. Do the difficult task first. Have the uncomfortable conversation. Stay focused when your brain wants distraction. Finish what you started, even when it becomes exhausting. And when your mind whispers, "This is too hard," answer with one word: good. Good because difficulty means you're expanding your limits. Good because pressure builds resilience. Good because every moment of discomfort is strengthening your mind. Over time, something powerful begins to happen. Your tolerance for pain increases. Your focus sharpens. Your confidence becomes real, not motivational. And the voice telling you to quit slowly fades away. In its place, a new voice appears, calmer, stronger, more disciplined. A voice that simply says, "Keep going." That's the mindset that separates people who dream about success from people who build it. So remember the rule: never whine, never complain, never surrender. Endure the pain. Because the moment you stop fearing discomfort is the moment you start becoming dangerous to your limits.